Hi, everyone. My name is Nicole, and welcome to the podcast. We'll be sharing wisdom and encouragement from my mom, a woman who has created a 36-year marriage full of joy and love, and raised 3 children to adulthood that love her and love each other. We'll be talking about how to be a great mom, how to be a great wife, and how to love your life in the process. One of the things that I think you did really well was saying no and sticking to it. So could you talk a bit about what does it look like to say no and stick to it? And then when is it okay to change your mind, and what are the benefits of changing your mind and talking your child through that?
When you were little, my no meant no. And I did not deviate from that. When I was teaching you no. So if you tried to touch something, the no was no, and I just swooped in and sat you down and looked you in the eye and I said, no. And I had gained your respect at that point, day after day, to know that the no meant no. And I didn't deviate from that because I wanted you to learn that word was very powerful. As you grew older, I wanted you to learn that, sometimes my no, and then I can change my mind. So I would take an instance and say no to you, not on purpose, but sometimes I definitely said no as the first resort when I had said, wait, we could do that. We could go to the park now, or we could, go on a vacation or whatever. And I would just sit you down and say, I said no, but now that I'm thinking about it, or you've raised these concerns, I think maybe we could do this and say yes. And just that sometimes, you change your mind, and that's okay. You change your mind as an adult all the time. Why not let the kids know that it's okay to change their mind? Or as a mom, I changed my mind. But in the beginning, when you were little, my no meant no, because I wanted you to learn that no meant no.
Yeah, I like how you think about when they're younger being very simple, straightforward, and consistent.
Yes.
And then as we got older, bringing in the aspect of the logic behind it and changing your thoughts. It's okay. Sometimes you learn new things or you get new information, and so it's okay. But when they're young, you can't understand that as a concept. So as their brains grow, teaching them new skills, I think, is really powerful.
Yes. And sometimes, to be able to say no and for them to understand that keeps them from danger. So you want that word in their vocabulary, and a whole lot of yeses for other things that are controlled chaos.
Yeah, it was mostly, that's what I'm saying. I so rarely remember you saying no. I feel like it was mostly yes. We did a lot of fun stuff all the time.
It's washable markers.
Yes, right.
Permanent markers.
Right. I mean, I just feel like we did so many, so many adventures, so much fun, but it was, rarely no. But I definitely knew, even as I grew older, that there were lines in the sand. Not even lines in the sand isn't, serious enough. But I definitely knew growing older that there were serious boundaries on certain things. And that's good, because I think kids really need those boundaries so that they understand what is expected of them, and there's safety in that. But also, they weren't crazy boundaries. They're very reasonable boundaries.
Right. I remember one time when you were at the store, and I think you were 3 or 4, and you had definitely learned no. And there was all the candy bars, all the whole rows of candy. And you're like, Mom, may I? And I knew that I didn't want you to have that because of something you already had. So I said no. So you took and started rearranging them and organizing them. And it was just so cute because you knew, you weren't going to get it. So, one no was enough, and you didn't have a tantrum, but you organized, which I thought was very lovely.
How helpful.
Yeah, and very helpful.
You're welcome, store.